What's up YouTube? I'm Josh Newland from Newland Performance, and right now I'm going to show you how to make a highlight video all on your phone. So real quick before I show you the step-by-step process, I just want to go over some general rules you should have for making your highlight video. First of all, I think ideally it should be between probably 4 and 6 minutes. I think 2 minutes is really short, honestly, especially since a lot of your clips are going to be probably at least like 7 seconds long. But then again, I think anything over 7 minutes really is probably just going to be a lot of repetition of showing the same things. So like between 3 and 6 minutes is a pretty good range. Next is put your best clips first. I mean, there's still so many people that seem to think, save my best goal for last. You need to put that at the beginning, get their attention right out the gate. If you start out with your best goal, assist, shot, slide tackle, whatever, something that impresses me, then I'm more likely to watch the whole thing. Next tip, and kind of going along with that, is have a diversity of highlights. My highlight clip, it could have easily been 80% headers, but I want to show different aspects of my play, of my game, and so should you. Like, I'm a center back, so I want to show me taking on people one-on-one. I want to show, obviously, my clearing headers. I want to show my strength of going shoulder to shoulder with people. And then I also want to show some long balls, playing it out of the back, my touch, my control. So show them different parts of your game. Do you want to make it clear like what your style of play is? Yes. Just like for me, my style of play is going up and winning a lot of headers, so I want to make it clear and throw in quite a few of those, but I also don't want to just overwhelm it and for every clip to be really similar to each other. So what you're going to need is your phone. You're going to need your game footage, ideally already in your camera roll, and if it's not in your camera roll and it's on some other app or something you can't save it from, you're going to need the ability to screen record so you can get that footage, and then you're going to need the app InShot, which is totally free to use. I use it to edit all my videos. And once you've launched the app, you should see this screen. Click on Photos, select a picture of you in a game where it's clear that it's you. And this is going to be for your slide at the beginning of your video with all your information and stats. And then if you hit the T in the bottom corner for text, you can type in what season highlights they're for. I personally like to use this font, and then I like to put a little border around it just so it stands out more and is more visible. And I put that as the header on the top. And then type your key information in first, so your name, number, position, the club or team you play for. And be sure to go to the bottom left corner, hit canvas, go to the 16:9 ratio, which you need for YouTube, and resize it as you need to get it to fit. Make sure all your video clips are also in that ratio so it'll look right on YouTube. And then you can put in your stats, so goals, assists, if you had a lot of shots on goal, games played, games started, total minutes played. If you had high minutes per game ratio, put that in as well. The one I use is just an example. That's not my actual one. And then also put in any individual or team awards for that year. So if you're like team captain, if you were first team all conference, all region, if your team won your conference or region. If you were all academic, that's also good to throw in there. And then also put like your GPA and test scores towards the top too, because I'm guessing you're sending this to college coaches. And then if you still have room or just want to throw in some things, like if you're 6'3", 190 or something like that, throw that in there if you have space. And then also if you run a really good mile time, that might be something good to include as well. And by the way, the awards I put in here are not what I actually got. I'm just using them as examples. So once you have all the text and information on the slide as you want, just resize it, make sure your picture is still clear. I didn't do the best job in this example, but the slide of my actual highlight video, I did a good job of that. And you also probably want to make your stats and information a different color text than the header, just so it looks visually nice. Again, this isn't the best example on this one, but it is just nice to have that contrast. So once you're satisfied with your slide, you can just go to the top right corner, hit the save button. It should just take like a second. Then you can go back, hit discard. It'll still be in your camera roll. So now go to video. You would hit new and then select a highlight clip from your camera roll, but I already have one pulled up, so I'm just going to go to that. Hit the red plus arrow in the bottom left corner, and that's where you can input your slide. You go to photo and then pick your slide that you want to put at the beginning. So hold down on the clips at the bottom and then just drag them into order, so you can put your slide first, and this is how you can rearrange the order of your clips. And also make sure all your clips are in the 16:9 ratio. That's the ratio that will fit on YouTube. You can do this on the Canvas tab, and then also make sure that it's zoomed in so it fills up the screen. So to trim down your clips, I just scroll over to where I want it to start and end. I hit split, and then I just delete the clips that I want to get rid of. But don't cut your clips too short. Coaches still want to see your soccer IQ and how you influence the play before and after. So now to add a freeze frame to highlight who you are to the coaches, you're just going to go over to the part that you want to be the freeze frame, hit the freeze button. It'll make a 3-second clip, but I like to trim it down to 1.5 or 2 seconds, so just drag the arrow until it's 1.5 or 2 seconds long. So now go to the sticker tab. You can just select like a simple circle or shape. I watched an ad and got like a pack of these like glowing like animated stickers, which I think are really cool and they catch your eye more, so I use them. Just select the one you want, resize it right, put it over your player, and then also trim this down so it matches the length of your freeze frame. So now you can just use this every time you want to highlight yourself, but I would only suggest doing that a few times, like at the beginning, so the coaches get a feel of what you look like, and then also a few clips where it might be hard to tell, or if you want them to see your movement before you actually touch the ball in your highlight. I recommend making your slide 7 seconds long. Don't make it any longer because people can always pause and read all of it. I think that's a good length. And now to add more clips and footage, hit the red plus arrow on the left bottom corner and then just go through your videos. You can select multiple clips at once and hit the check mark and it'll add them all at once. And once you've added them, you can just use the same steps as I mentioned before to trim them down, add a freeze frame if you need it, and just get them ready for your highlight video. So now to add music, go to the music tab. It's to the right of the Canvas tab in the left corner. Select tracks and then featured. And the song I'm using here is just what I use for my intros. And when you click on the purple thing, which is the music, hit edit. Then you can fade in, fade out. You can change the volume, you can trim it. And you can also use the split button on the music, just like you can to trim your actual video clips. And all of these are non-copyright, although I did get copyrighted for just one. I've used multiple songs, and that one is called Vertigo. I got a copyright claim for that one. And when you click on the song, it does have a thing you can copy so that you can credit them and just paste that in your description so you can credit them just to avoid any copyright claims or anything like that. And they definitely don't have the best selection of music on here, especially for highlight videos. A lot of it's more kind of chill music. But music really, if this is just to send out to coaches, it's not that big of a deal, especially if the rest of your highlight video is on point. If it's impressive, the music won't matter that much to the coaches. So once you've got all the clips you want for your highlights, you think it's all edited right, just let the whole thing run through one last time to make sure everything's right. And once you're satisfied with your highlight video, just go in the upper right hand corner, hit the save button. This is only like a 20-second video, so it's not going to take long at all, but if it is like a 4 or 5 minute video, it probably will take a couple minutes to save to your phone. Once it's finished saving, you'll see this screen, which means it's in your camera roll now. So you can hit the back arrow, and then I'd recommend saving it as a draft. So if it's like once it's uploaded and you ever notice anything you want to change or add to it, you can always come back and edit it and then save it again and re-upload it. So now it's ready to post. So go over to YouTube, hit the camera icon in the top right corner. And if you have to make any last minute edits like filters or trim it down, you can still do that here, but it should be perfect already. And I'd also just recommend watching it through one more time in this section because sometimes when I've went to post to YouTube, the audio will be messed up. So just double check that everything is good. Hit next. Now you can put in your title. You can also put in your description. For your title, I just recommend putting your full name, the team you play for, your age group if it's a club, and then also say like what season it was. For example, 2018-2019 varsity soccer highlights or 2018 fall season highlights, Josh Newland, Benfica 01 or something like that. And for your description, reiterate the information that was in your slide, and if there also was stuff you couldn't include in there, like you won a ton of awards, that's where you can put it down in the description. Also remember to credit the music, and you can also put a link if you have like a full recruiting profile on NCSA or something like that, and also put your email down there as well so coaches can reach out to you. So that's a great place to put your information, your stats, link to your recruiting profile, and then also your email. Now just make sure that it says public with the globe icon, and then you're ready to upload. But once it's uploaded, I'd recommend putting this link in your social media bios, putting it on your recruiting profiles. Then when you email coaches, you can include this link to your highlight video. So that's how you can make a high quality highlight film on your own, on your phone, all for free. So thank you for watching. My next video will be about how to email college coaches. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this and learned something from it. Comment down below how you make your highlight videos, what apps you use. I'm curious to know. And you can leave a link down to your highlight video below, or just tell me, it's on my channel, whatever. I'm curious to see. I actually don't know if YouTube will allow links in the comments, but we'll see. Thank you again. I'll see you on the next one.